Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of 2 active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. Today, I grabbed my pastels sticker book from Happy Planner, and if this is still available, I will link it down below, but almost all of my Happy Planner sticker books are older, so some of them are difficult to find. I am planning on using these florals, and I grabbed some skinny washi tape that I thought I would overlap just for some depth. I did start with the dark green, and then I butted the light pink up against it. And I'm not 100% sold on how it looks, but I continue to move forward and do the same thing on the right-hand side while I am thinking about how I can bring those two lines together a little bit more. So I will lay down the green and the light pink again over on the right-hand side. And then after I look at it for a second, I do decide to bring in the lighter green color and overlap the two. And I really like how it brings that together a little bit better and it brings in that additional color. So I go ahead and I do that on both sides. And then my thought is that I will just take those florals and butt them up against that washi tape on both sides, but making sure that I leave plenty of room for my task lists. Originally, I was going to use the wax paper to lay everything out, but then I decided to just go for it. I am cutting things in half, but again, I am keeping in mind where I want to keep my task lists so that I don't fill them up with these floral stickers. So I'm just going to continue to cut these stickers in half-ish and alternate where I am butting them up against the washi tape line. Now, I will say that I am not putting the cut side on the top and the bottom in the same spot so that it doesn't look offset, so that it looks more intentional that it's split. I just don't like when you cut it in half and you put it at the top and the bottom of a line and then it just looks like it's stretched in a weird way. So I am making sure to alternate where I am putting each end of the cut sticker. Hopefully that makes sense. Then I will go back in and add some more cut stickers into those boxes where I am not putting my tasks for the week. This whole spread took about 30 minutes, and since I didn't have to cut any stickers or anything like that, it did not take any time before I sat down with my spread and the sticker book. I will mention that I have sped this video up quite a bit because just all of this little finicky work, it does take a little bit of time. So the video's about 10 minutes, but I did spend about 30 minutes putting the spread together. I am loving how bright and cheery it looks. And I don't use my Happy Planner sticker books very frequently anymore, but this definitely makes me want to dive back into them more frequently. I am also on a mission to try to use things that I already have. The only thing that I've been purchasing lately are digital images so that I can print them as stickers and use them in my planner. But for the most part, I have been trying to just use what I have in my craft stash, which I have quite a craft collection. I am a scrapbooker, although have not scrapbooked in probably 2 years at this point, but I have all of those craft supplies that a card maker and a scrapbooker would have in their stash. So the next thing I'm doing is just filling in some of the white space in the areas where I will not be putting tasks. However, some of these stickers are so large, I'm basically covering up the florals that I have put down. So I do need to come back in and just make sure there are some more peeking out behind the stickers. This first sticker says, "Hello, good times." And because I am not familiar with this sticker book, and it's been quite a while since I've used it, I will have to do a lot of flipping through just to try to find what exactly is going to fit on the spread. The second sticker that I laid down says, "Good people are my kind of people." And then I did try to put down some of those shaded boxes with the little circle at the top, and those just did not work for me. But as I flip through, I am looking for some things that are different shapes, sizes, colors. I'm trying to have all of that balanced across the spread. I'm also not afraid to cut my stickers. Clearly, I cut the florals in half, but I'm also not against cutting different things out of stickers. So, for example, I trimmed the decoration off of that numbered list and tucked that into Sunday. But any way that I can use my stickers, I am going to use them. I have stopped hoarding the stickers for that perfect use. I'm just going to use it, and chances are I won't get to a point where I'm like, oh shoot, remember that sticker? I wish I had saved it. So just go ahead and use your supplies. I did decide to put a long sticker in the sidebar, and I may end up hating this because there are no lines on it. I am betting that when I come back in to write my videos that I need to work on for the week, that I will end up putting lines on that sticker because I can't stand when I write and it goes uphill or downhill. So I really do like lines. And if it weren't so overwhelming, I would also draw lines where I put my calendar items. But I'm trying to not add more visual weight to the page. As I put things onto my spread, I am trying to make sure that they stay balanced. So I put these circles down. I'm going to make sure that I put circles down on the left side of the spread as well. The only thing that I haven't carried over yet is that hexagon. So hopefully I will find a place for that over on the left-hand side as well. But if you do like the decor, but you don't think that there's enough space on this page for your tasks or the items that you would like to write, is that if I did put the florals down the way that I did, I could have come back in with box stickers and dropped those in so that there was plenty of room to write. I did decide to trim down this sticker quite a bit because I wanted some words without a huge image around it. So I did go ahead and cut off the rainbows and just drop in the words. But watching this video back, I have trimmed out quite a bit of the time where I just spent flipping around in this sticker book. I love these mega sticker books, but there are a ton of stickers in here, and trying to find something that you've seen before does sometimes tend to be difficult. So I think I like the way the spread is looking. I still need to drop in the month and the different dates. I do prefer to use an undated planner since I like to change up my spreads so frequently, and then I can just use the same layouts year after year and just switch between them. I have been using the vertical weeklies for quite a while now, although I was looking back at some of my older spreads and I can't remember what Happy Planner calls them, but there's like shaded parts. Let me look that up real quick. Okay, so I just looked it up and they are called the Productivity Planner layouts. And mine were a little bit different. They had some shading, which I think I would like it without the shading better. I think that was one of the reasons why I stopped using it. But there was a big box at the top where I wrote all my calendar items, and then two smaller boxes I would write my workouts and my dinner plans, and then below that was an hourly. And as much as I would like to go back to that, I don't have a printable version of it. I don't want to buy a whole planner that's dated just for that layout, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but that has been catching my eye lately. The last thing that I am going to do here is draw in lines with my Chrissy Ann Designs stencil. I do try to leave a little bit of a gap at the top just because I feel like it's a little bit more visually appealing. But let me know down below what layout you like to use for your weekly planner spread and why it works best for you. But this is my spread for the week. I hope that everyone has a great start to their July, and I will see you in my next video. Tomorrow we'll get back together and we'll put our weekly action plan together. If you're interested in that, go ahead and hit the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye.